Society office.
Double Hickey, 11, outside.
Okay, on my way.
Adam 1035 Mary.
Alright everyone, so this is not long after I posted my other video earlier today, and about an hour ago of the time of recording, Lost Infinity posted another teaser, or leak, or however you want to word it, in the PRC communications server. So you can see he posted coming soon with the looking emojis, and it's an image of a Chevron or a Chevy pickup, a classic vehicle, as a flatbed tow truck. A few things I want to point out about this model really quickly before we go in game and go in a little more depth about the image. First of all, the light bar. Now that does look similar to some of the light bar, for instance, on the Cone truck, and I'll point that on screen now, but it still looks slightly different, and it makes me think my theory about custom ELS may be true. Another thing I want to add is look at the detail to this model. First off, we have a fully detailed suspension, which that is really nice. And also, look at the bed rails and everything. The detail to the flatbed, the mud flaps. This is a very well-modeled vehicle, so I'm extremely excited about that. There is one other thing I wanted to point out in this image. Actually, two things. First of all, they started adding markings to the ground. This, you can tell it says do not block. Probably says do not block entrance or do not block driveway. So this is probably along a street, if I had to guess. Maybe this is facing one of the streets on the two sides of the DOT building, currently in game. And then the other thing is, you look in the window over here, you can see some like lockers and some shelving units in the back behind the garage bay here. So I'm thinking the interior of the shop is going to be a lot more detailed. Maybe there will be new job mechanics that come along with this. Now, if we hop in game here, I have spawned the Chevron Classic truck that we have in the game, if you have the Classic Vehicle Game Pass. And you can see, I'm going to put the images side by side here. They are basically identical, so we can confirm that that is what that vehicle in the image is. It just has a long bed and a dually with a tow package is the main difference. But I will say, the new truck is more detailed. You can tell the suspension is a little less detailed on this truck. It doesn't have mud flaps. The mirrors look slightly different. So it is the same truck model, but it looks slightly different. In fact, I think on the tow truck variant, these little marker lights here actually had, looks like little amber lenses to them. So big things coming, definitely, in this update. The only other thing I'm wanting to mention is my curiosity surrounding that do not block entrance. It could just be random lettering. This is all kind of a theory I have. But I'm curious if it's not along the road on the left-hand side, or if it's even along Freedom Avenue, if they rotated the building somehow and did terrain work. Maybe that's why, as mentioned in the earlier video, that the terrain didn't really match up to the current terrain. Because if you looked at the earlier image where the mountain looked a lot more shallow than the one back here. So we will definitely be finding out. Again, not sure if the update will be releasing Saturday or Sunday. I'm personally hoping for Sunday, because we're supposed to get snowed in, at least where I am. But yeah, quick little update video. Thank you all so much for watching once again. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Once again, subscribing is free. You can always change your mind at any point. And, yeah. Be sure to check out the links in the description. And that's about it. I will keep y'all updated if anything else comes out.